Kris Krohn here with Limitless TV, and today we're talking about how you minimize your risk in real estate. I'm going to share with you the top 3 ways to do this and also my silver bullet on how to make sure you put yourself in the safest position for massive profits. So I've got 3 factors for you to be aware of today when it comes to reducing risk in real estate. And these are things that a lot of investors actually are not aware of. I've just picked it up from doing thousands of deals, and these are part of the rules that I personally use when doing real estate on single family homes. So the 3 factors to help reduce that risk first come down to low maintenance. You know, a low maintenance home is one that is newer, it's in better condition. It does not need to be a new home. But a home in the last 20 years that's been built is going to be definitely different from a home built 50 years ago, 80 years ago, 100 years ago, things that are using old plumbing and an old electrical. Old homes just have a lot of maintenance issues. They have a lot of maintenance problems, and tenants generally complain a lot about these homes. So the first thing is I'm looking generally for low maintenance homes. That means newer homes. The second factor is I'm looking for a home in a nice area. If I buy a home in the slums, I'm going to attract lower income. I'm going to attract people that usually skip town. I'm going to attract people that beat up on the homes. And so I want nice area. If you know what the slum area looks like, I don't care how good the cash flow looks like on paper. In reality, it is likely going to be a lot worse than you think or hope that it's going to be, because old homes have higher maintenance. And bad areas usually end up having higher maintenance, not just homes, but higher maintenance tenants. So that's the second one that you want to watch out for. The third characteristic that I use in selecting a market when buying a home is it comes down to what the average income is of the people in that area. And what I mean specifically by that is that our national median income is $44,000. But if I have an area where the average income is $60,000, that's one of my sweet spots. $60,000 ends up putting the type of person into a home that is homeowner quality minded. It's the kind of person that values their credit, and it's the kind of person that will use even their own money to help do upkeep on the house and make sure that everything stays really nice. The more you see that income drop, the worse people are going to treat your house. So go with people, go with an area, not just an area where the income's $40,000 and you're hanging out for someone that makes more than that, because that's also really risky too. Why? Because you're not playing the averages. You need to go to an area where the average income is higher, where you have generally nicer homes that are going to be lower maintenance. And if you watch out for these 3 things, it's going to help you, hands down, experience far less risk. At the end of the day, real estate produces, you've got your equity that you walk into, it produces as cash flow, and ultimately how it performs on paper from reality is going to come down to its maintenance level, the area that you buy it in, and the average income that people in the area make. And as a bonus, aside from these 3 things, there's one more magic bullet, a magic bullet of what I do to make sure that I've reduced my ultimate risk in real estate. The ultimate bonus that I can give you today for reducing your risk is to buy right. What do I mean by right? If it don't got equity, I ain't playing. That's what I mean by buying right. In addition to the great traits that I shared with you, ultimately the greatest safety comes from Warren Buffett's advice where he says, buy low, sell high. An 1,100-page book, Snowball, is all about teaching buy low, sell high. And in real estate, what you're doing is if it were to take you on a $100,000 home 15 years to pay off 35% of the mortgage, then why not just start and skip 10 of those years by buying into a home with a discount today? It means that if life goes on its head, cancer comes in, you need to change things up, you need money for something, you can liquidate your asset, you're going to come out with more money than you started with, and you're up on top from day one. That's the bonus, is buy right. If it don't got equity, don't touch it. The ultimate way to reduce risk is just have a powerhouse professional experienced team and come in and do the work. That's honestly what I do. And so if you want to access that team, click the link below, learn more about who we are, what we do, and have my team build your portfolio, and you keep 100% of the profit.